Alright everyone, it is I, VRChat Star Valentine. And today we are going to be looking at Palm Plaza Mall, or rather the other parts of Palm Plaza Mall that I did not get to in the last stream. Starting with the final version of Sunset Square, as well as the main plaza, or at least the newer main plaza. The older main plaza is kind of crap, to be honest, and though I would check that one out, I don't think it would be too enjoyable. So yeah, we're gonna stay to the newer one just because the old one's kind of shit. So yeah. And also, there's some new shit regarding regarding Nocturne, because I almost spoiled it there, but because let's just say that Crimson has a radically different view of what it should be doing with Nocturne that is far, far different from the original concept of the Rindo that I had originally planned it to be. And it's even completely using a different base um, than what I originally intended. So yeah, needless to say, it is going to be a whole different beast altogether. And and yeah, I will get to that pretty shortly. Um, here in a bit. But for now, let's get into this. Let's actually get into the original Palm Plaza and pretty much where we left off from last time. So let's do this. So as you can see, just from the shit lying about, the torn up, you know, the torn up carpet, the torn up ceilings, everything. This was at the height of the controversy surrounding Cake and his alleged stealing of assets. This was pretty much to show, that shit was basically breaking down altogether, and that, it was just controversy after controversy coming out then, and it was just not a really good time. So, yeah, that's pretty much what all this is to symbolize, is the current, or the then state that they were in, of just, nonstop controversies, all of which were copyright and asset use related, I might add. But, that's pretty much the side point. Um, and we streaming, please ask. I forget to do this every time. And then remember, at a later date, literally 9 seconds later, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, this was the height of the controversies with him, and things were just not going his way. So eventually, at the end, yeah, it was just completely just. The original project was abandoned, and they decided to just remake it in the condensed version we have today, which is the one I showed you last time on the last stream, and that was the newer Palm Plaza Mall. So yeah. So yeah, and a lot of it centered entirely around this character here. You see, a lot of people accused him of stealing from Sonic. I believe it was Sonic. When it came to like base design, because a lot of people thought, oh, that looks awfully familiar, and thought it was like a stolen Bonfy or some shit. Turns out that controversy was just complete bullshit, and just Sonic 00 just saber rallying pretty much. But it did do a lot of damage to the Palm Plaza brand pretty much. It just nearly got the entire map collection removed. Um, Like, it actually got that bad. But now, things have pretty much smoothed over, and, yeah, everything's pretty much back to, normal now. More or less. But yeah. And here we have an all too familiar sight. And I explained this reference for the last game. It's a FNAF reference to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. You pretty much get it. Or the last world, rather. Ha! Welcome to Sunset Square, the heart of Palm Plaza. Here you can access any of the other plazas through something forgotten on the second floor, or you can just relax here. Hope you have fun exploring. Cake. So yeah, this is basically the collection of portals you could use to access the other worlds. I am not going to access any of the other worlds um, through any of the portals because my PC, ever since I got well, not ever since then, but ever since like a few um not years, not yeah, a few months ago, my PC started acting up real bad because apparently the Netgear drivers have eaten their way in motherboards, so I cannot use any of the portals on stream. Or I will lag like hell, and my bitrate will drop to 0, and it will just completely reconnect and reboot the stream from there. So yeah, that's kind of a pain in the ass, but if I could, I would show you them working. And also, we have a little mirror here. And again, I am using my GodRevenger for the reasons I stated in the last stream. Ripper Store mainly. I am very, very nervous that that the vacancy Rindo might be taken down because of that eventually. And because this one is directly linked to me, and only me and 04 could use it, yeah, I don't have any worry about having this one taken down. So yeah, that's why I am sticking to my big Kitsune girl and try to stay away from my smaller Kitsunes for now anyway. And these are the original characters. This one, these I recognize instantly because I have an Abby based on both of them. That's Butter, that's the one that Sonic got all upset about, and that's Crepe. And that's the one that was pretty much left out of the controversy altogether. And to be honest, you know, other than being really, really, quite, attractive, after hearing what Sonic did recently and all the shit that was exposed about him, that was exposed about Sonic OO recently and how he was, like, doing a lot of very shady, fucked up shit. Yeah, maybe they shouldn't have gotten behind him on that one. Don't you think? Yeah. Again, I do continue to use Vanilla Abbeys even after all that was exposed, only because like my friends like them, and all the Vanilla Abbeys that I do have were not made directly by him. But even then, like it just lots of bad taste in my mouth, let's just say. Hmm. It's a little palm tree. The titular palm trees of Palm Plaza Mall. All right. An info desk. Again, completely abandoned because, well, this was in the controversy era. All right. So we could pick from these. We could do the holiday one, the Halloween one, any of these. But I already got one loaded up for us. So that's one we're going to be going up next. And let me hide my yeah, I'm going to keep the screen hidden during the entire warping process. I know I do not usually do this, but there are some things in my recents, some worlds in my recents that I really do not want people to know that I visit on stream. Take that for what you will. All right. Abby check. All green. World check, all green. All right, everything's all green. Damn, just look at this. Like I said, Retrowave is a fucking amazing aesthetic, and no matter what skill level you're in, no matter, like how well it's done, how badly it's done, it will just shine through no matter what. Like, it will always look just super good and absolutely fucking amazing, no matter just how bad, or how well it's done. And that really shows here because this world, the build quality is, it's good for, it's good for around circa 2020, early 2021 world design, if you know what I mean by that. And hang on, I did not. There. Um, but even then, it still looks fantastic and is one of the most fucking just incredible looking worlds I've ever seen. Just such a good world and very well done. Very well done. Or rather, world collection, because all these worlds look very good, except for one. And some of the older shit does look a little, but even then, still very, very wonderful. And here's the video store, Laser Video. As you have seen in the last world, there are a few differences. Number one, the posters is slightly different. Like they have Mad Max 2 here. They have Top Gun. This one I'm not familiar with. And they have Sailor Moon. But it's all the same stuff. Basically the same store. Just an older version of it. Which I find really, really awesome. And here's Mia Fun Arcade. Again, an older version of it. There's this one here, which unlike the machines and under NetHub, none of these are interactable. They're just basically just, emissive PNGs inside of replicas of their boxes. But even then, it's still really, really good. And really quite impressed. What the fuck? The Power Drill Massacre. Is this a real game? It doesn't look like one. It looks like some parody. I'm gonna err on the side of caution and say it's probably a parody. Probably. This one's definitely not. Neither is this. Or this, or this. Yeah, those are all real games. Especially Galaga. Galaga is like a fucking classic. All those are too. Mario Bros. Arcade machine. Cake Ball. Oh, and there's the Sailor Moon game here. By Bon Presto, which, by the way, if you do not know who those guys are, they're the guys who make Super Robot Wars. And Super Robot Wars is a fucking fantastic game. I love it to death. Ah, a gift shop. I already have Abby's this hat. Well, have a dark version of this. This one specifically right here. But, yeah. Speaking of Abby's, by the way. So there, being a mirror here. I've made a few decisions regarding Nocturne. For one thing, it will not be a Rindo anymore. I know it was originally gonna be, but after, careful consideration and at Kremzin's suggestion, because Krems really, really likes, those kinds of abbeys. I decided I'm gonna probably stick with a GodRevenger for Nocturne instead. For three main reasons. Number one, it comes with all the flight shit pretty much figured out. So I don't have to worry about, all the painful trial and error of trying to get a Rindo to fly right. especially because Rendos can be a little weird with Go-Go Loco. I found they could be they could have all sorts of like weird issues with bones not detecting right and just weirdness in general. And it could just get really, really unstable. So yeah, that is one thing that is definitely a big factor here. Another is with a GodRevenger, I could easily, I could easily one, not only is the outfit much more like what Chocolat from Solta Robo wears, which is a big step in my general approach to Nocturne is just, basically just somewhat basing the design on her, but also doing my own thing with it. Uh, and but also means that I don't have to worry about getting shit for it, and I could just model the rest of the parts in Blender and then just stick them on there and see if they work, and just do it that way. And plus, there are tons of attachments that do work with GodRevengers, and because the base is designed to be backwards compatible with the Godrunner, everything that is designed for Godrunners, like mine, will work just fine with the GodRevenger. I mean, there are some quirks you need to be aware of, like face design is a bit different. It's a bit thicker. It's a bit bigger. It's no, the facial design is way different. Well, not that different, but it's very different. It is not nearly as similar as you might think. Um, so yeah. Uh, but other than that, everything for the runner will work fine with the Revenger, and that's another reason because there are lots of parts and lots of edits for the Revenger out for the God Runner out there. I mean, the runner's been around for a real long time, so it's just very easy to get a lot of them and make them work with the Revenger to a degree. Rendos are the same way, but Rendos, a lot of the outfits for them have to be specially fit because the Rendo does not use a standard base. It uses its own proprietary base that is not, derived from the Tori base like the Runners is. So, yeah, that's another reason. Because the God Runners, though it is a heavily updated version of it that is, very, very way more advanced than a basic standard Tori base, is derived from the Tori base. So, specifically derived from Tori base 2.0. So, in other words, whatever will work for the Tori base should work just fine for the God Revenger at that rate. Like even newer Tori bases should just work, you know, absolutely just fantastically because the Revenger uses a newer Tori base, so yeah, obviously. Um, and number three, and finally, and most importantly, um, um, mainly the ease of recoloring. Like, I know that Rendos are easy to recolor, but here's the problem. If you want any like glowing highlights, any of that, you have to swap out the textures altogether because the Rindo's hair is designed to be just one big texture. It's not designed to have multiple textures on it, whereas the GodRevengers has two different textures. So yeah, that is another big reason. And as it will allow me to basically, change the if I just want to, create a special occasion GodRevenger, like say a special occasion version of Nocturne, all I'd have to do is just open up the Unity project, change a few colors around, and boom, I got, the special occasion version. And, slap on a few new outfits if needed, too. And maybe recompile the toggles and OS. That might be necessary, too. But, other than that, it's much simpler than working with Rindo, where Rindos are far less modular. They are like this is a huge complaint about the Rindo that is very reoccurring, is that because it's so much earlier than even the Godrunner, it was at a time before modularity was even a thing. Um, and that is why a lot of people are opting for newer shit like runners, Mayas, and all that over the Rindo, is because it's just easier to work with, just simply due to the add modularity of a lot of these other bases and a lot of these other abbeys. So yeah, that is another big thing over the Rindo as well. But yeah, there are a lot of reasons why I went this direction, and it wasn't just Crimson suggesting it. It was a lot of stuff, but you know. But back to our mall exploration. Ah, yes, Cutie Burger. Which, by the way, the Cutie Burger was actually the original Burger King allegory in this in Palm Plaza before they changed to the burger place they had later. The name kind of escapes me right now, but you know. However, one thing that they did not change was, yep, Franny Fun Buns, which was actually the other thing that got Sonic a little upset. Uh, by way at was because he thought, oh no, Franny Fun Buns, Butter must be a fucking copycat of my fucking Bombfy Abbeys or whatever. Yeah, that guy was very insecure. But no, it wasn't. And yeah, he was just a insecure douche. And also, just like in the newer mall, everything is interactable, or most things are interactable. You can actually pick up the cups. You can interact with pizza and all that. It's just really, really easy to do and manipulate and all that. Oh, it's Godball. I mean, it's Maggie. Yeah, Maggie. The which, by the way, is technically like the representation of the artist of Cake. He's called. Like he's basically the persona, I guess you could say, or she is the persona, I guess you could say. Um, she is God damn! I wish I had an Abby of her. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh, yeah, I really wish I had an Abby, but alas, I don't. And here you have the same statue that was actually featured in the newer rendition, but with a few differences. One, the water is far less nice looking compared to the modern counterpart. And two, and more importantly, the discus he's throwing has a little glowing ring about it, which I'm pretty sure is not on the one of the newer, as far as I know. Devon's. Guess that's the clothing store by the stylization of the name. Vanity, which I'm guessing is a JCPenney ripoff. Or maybe a Ruby Tuesdays ripoff, I don't know. Not Ruby Tuesdays, yeah, JCPenney, that's right. I'm a dumbass. Shows how long I have not been to a mall, and guess everyone's in VRC. Plaza Cafe. Ha, a little neon burnt crepe. The logo with the two beauties themselves. Oh yes. And there is Crystal Pepsi, or an ad for it. And for those of you who don't know, yeah, that shit tastes like actual shit. That's why it's sold so poorly. And that's why no one ever bought it. Except for people who were conned into it. Funny how that goes. And by now, you probably figured it out, but this place does bear a pretty strong resemblance to the newer Plaza. Or rather, the rebuild of this mall. Uh, in the more condensed one we have now, which is pretty much just this part, but with a huge food court up top and a lot of other shit. Is just far more condensed and just like a far smaller version of what was originally there, which was this big sprawling like 20 world setup. Most of which sadly as far as I know are not included anymore in the Sunset Square or have been removed for various reasons. So yeah. But yeah, it is very, very reminiscent of what we have now. Just, without the weird bridge over the entrance and with actual proper guardrails that do not have missing bits at the ends and other things like that. So, but yeah, other than that, very, very reminiscent. Very reminiscent of what I have now. Fiji water. Which, fun fact, Fiji water is not just a reference to the drink, it's a reference to one of the creators of this world. You see, one of the main guys who did all the 3D modeling and Udon, was he one who did the Udon, or was it someone else? It was someone else, that's right. But yeah, he was one of the ones who did a lot of the 3D models for this world. And yeah, um, because of that, they decided, you know what, let's just throw a bunch of Fiji War jokes, and just constantly, joke about Fiji War all the time, just because of that, and to be honest, that's real clever. That's real clever. Not gonna lie, but yeah. Just a really good inside joke there, and one of the reasons I really appreciate this world is that it just has a really good sense of humor that you do not find in a lot of other, big, like famous worlds. Like Organism hardly has a sense of humor. It's more about telling a serious story. Very confusing story, but a story at that. Whereas this, it's just all about like, vaporwave, kind of the jokes, that sort of thing. And that makes it very, very, just very, just really just a very good world and just highly appreciated in my point of view. So yeah. Ah, fashion that ticks. A swatch timeline. I'm guessing that's an advertisement for a book on the history of watches or something. Not quite sure. And by the way, I do have the volume down because most of this music is DMCA. So, what the? Huh? A wireframe palm tree. It doesn't even have colliders. Yeah, my GodRevenger just goes right through it. Very weird, very strange palm tree you are. Oh! Damn. Whereas Sarah Dynamite would say, holy moly! Speaking of which, I was gonna do it earlier with them, but a lot of shit happened. Springtrap, my other friend, had he's not been doing too well. And that's kind of why I've been doing a lot of streams later too, is because I've been worrying a bit about him. He's not been doing too well. He's been not acting like himself. And me and Crimson are really just really worried about him, so yeah, I'm not gonna say too much more unless it becomes like important and I have to talk about it. Like if something really bad happens, but you know, I did at least wanna give a few explanations for some of the shit that was going on recently. And I think that Sarah might have gone to bed. Let me check. Oh yeah, they have. Oh well. Cali 3D. Who, by the way, if you don't know who Cali 3D is, Cali 3D, as you can tell by the poster, was the one who originally designed a lot of the very early Abby's for Cake. What the? Hang on here! Ah! To infinity and your mom! Oh! God damn. Well, if you know, you know, I guess. Wherever you want to put that. But yes, those cups do actually fly. And, they are highly unpredictable when you actually throw them. And they never fucking come back down. And why is Vixen freaking out? Vixen, stop your freakouts. Stop it. I need a new computer. God damn it. Yeah, I really need a new computer. Holy shit. May need this one to get fixed. I don't know. It's alright, Vixie. Just... everyone refresh if, because damn, Vixen was having some time. And that's another thing I wanted to bring up too, is that I think my PC might be beginning to die on me. It's been having like really weird issues, and lots of hiccups and just not working right. So yeah, I think my PC might be beginning to die on me, unfortunately, and that's really, really not good either. Hopefully I could get it fixed soon. Because yeah, if this PC dies, I am fucked. And I am already seeing warning signs that it's about to do so, like what happened earlier. So yeah. But that is the worst Vixen has been in a while. So it might be something in this world that's just making it act up for some reason. I mean, it's just fucking coffee cups, I don't know. But yeah, once the coffee cups go up, they are highly unpredictable, and as I said, they hardly ever come back down. So yeah. Um, take that for what you will. Now, overall, I will say this. This world has a very special place in my heart. Oh yeah, before we actually go to the closing. there's one more feature I do want to show you. Yep, that's right. There's a slide that lets you slide down to the bottom here. It lets you explore. It just basically provides you a quicker way to access the lower level without having to go down the escalators all the time. However, the bad news is that when I tried to go back up, it would glitch out a lot. And it would just be very finicky and not let me escape sometimes. Sometimes I have to respawn if I did that. So yeah, you could go one way, but you just can't go the other. It just has issues going the other way. For some reason. Which, yeah, I'm not really fucking sure why, but, you know. Now, tomorrow, I might... Oh, yeah, and another thing about... I did want to talk about this earlier, but I don't know. I've been kind of flip-flopping between talking about this and not talking about this. That being the rebrand, the big re-debut that I've been talking about since, like, June, when this whole Nocturne project started. So I got the logo worked out pretty much. Like the actual, Schrodinger Valentine logo replacement up there, up at the top. I got that worked out. And I'm beginning work on the overlays. But there is one big bump in the road, one big hurdle that I'm hitting a bit. And that is the artist who did my cool Wicked Shades skull logo. For me, the one that you see in the upper left-hand corner, as well as the picture of my OC that is on my channel thumbnail and or emblem. That guy is now no longer in the business. He is no longer at least not active on. One, he's not active on For Affinity anymore because no one is, because that site was bought by a right-wing douchebag man-child who basically did what Elon Musk did to Twitter and turned it into an absolute hell pit of madness and conspiracy theories. So yeah, one, he's no longer active on there, of course. And two, the guy who did is also not really in the artist shit anymore because one, his computer's graphics card has been having issues for a real long time now. And number two, his mouse broke, from what I've heard recently. And because of that, even though he got his graphics card fixed, he can now not get into actually making it at all. So in other words, I might have one or two options. One, I might just draw over my old one. I mean, his style wasn't that good to begin with anyways. So I could just easily replicate it with my dodgy art skills and just, just basically just MacGyver myself a new one. And then just place it. And then just, place it over the or new logo I'm gonna make or find or whatever. And then just have that as my new channel thumbnail. Or I could find our artist to do it. I'm probably gonna MacGyver it though, because the only reason I chose the original guy who did it is because it was free. Let's be honest here. It was entirely a budgetary decision, and if I had better money, I would actually choose a better guy. But alas, I am not blessed with that. Uh, I am cursed with a thing called poverty, and the fact that I am in quite a lot of it, and quite lower class. So, yeah. Yeah, I will not be able to commission really good artists, unfortunately, to make a replacement. So, yeah, I'm gonna pretty much figure all that out on my own. As for the overlays themselves will probably either be green or will be red, depending on which you prefer better. I am gonna ask some of my friends, which they prefer, and see, what their responses are before I make a decision on this. But depending on what they decide, I might go ahead and actually move to a final solution on that, or like a final decision rather on that. And that's pretty much gonna be how I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I'll update you further as it gets down the line and actually start making fucking progress. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much it for this stream. Palm Plaza holds a very special place in my heart. Um, it always will. This world is fucking wonderful. One of the best worlds on VRChat. One of the most defining worlds of VRChat. And there really is nothing like it. It's just this grand multi-world experience, and just from this place alone, you can really see that lots of thought went into the world design. Lots of thought went into the aesthetics. Lots of thought went into, making it a playable, enjoyable experience, at least for PC users. And overall, the score, pretty much across the board, is 9.8 out of 10, except for one. That map we're gonna be getting to in a little bit. Not today, or not tonight, rather, but and maybe not tomorrow, but soon. We're gonna get into it, and we're gonna actually, look at why that particular map is so bad. That being Memphis Village. Why Memphis Village is so bad, and why, other than the numerous DMCA controversies and all that other shit, it was one of the things that primarily ruined Palm Plaza, more or less. So yeah, we're gonna be hell, that might even be the topic for the next stream, is why Memphis Village isn't really a great world, or rather is the worst world out of Palm Plaza Mall, because it still has its own charm, don't get me wrong. Just it's the worst world out of Palm Plaza Mall because of optimization issues and all that. So yeah, that will pretty much be the next subject for next stream, as we will be covering that one and one other world. So yeah, um, but yeah, tomorrow I might not have any stream, because I was gonna spend tomorrow just troubleshooting my PC a bit and try to figure shit out with everything else that needs figured out. And that's pretty much gonna be my plan. Um, and also, there is also a matter of, what's up with Springy. So that's another main reason why I'm probably not gonna be going live tomorrow, as I try to figure out everything there, and then all the other things that I've listed. But yeah. So in other words, next stream might or might not happen on Tuesday. Hell, it might even happen on Thursday. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, next stream will absolutely be about more about Palm Plaza Mall and more venting and plans in between. That's pretty much what I got planned. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much my big game plan here. And then sometime soon I might start streaming if somebody either gifts it to me or I buy it myself. I might actually start streaming um No Man's Sky, or at least attempt to. Because I know that Fallout 4 fell hard on its face because of issues with my PC just not wanting to run it for some fucking reason, and when I tried to stream it, it just being super buggy for no apparent reason whatsoever, and not wanting to capture right, and just having a bunch of bitrate issues and all sorts of other shit with the game. Um, yeah, Fallout 4 is really fucking finicky with what you try to stream it on. And for some reason, it just doesn't like certain setups. So, like, if you have a 1060 or lower, it will just not behave on your system, and it will just like throw you all kinds of bitrate errors, all kinds of weird stream hiccups, all sorts of weird scuff like that. So I might try No Man's Sky pretty soon. Just simply due to the fact that Fallout 4 is just so fucking buggy on my PC and just so unplayable and so unstreamable to the point where, yeah, I just, yeah, pretty much anything will work better than Fallout 4. Um, but yeah, that's future thinking, and for now, I can't really do that. And also, I gotta get a new hard drive because my current hard drive, as you know, it is running out of space, and very quickly at that. In fact, I only have 244 gigabytes free, according to my diagnostics, like control panel and shit when I pull it up. So because of that, I might have to either delete some games, especially fucking Fallout 4, because again, that one does not work at all. Well, it does work, but it just has weird issues on my system. So yeah, that one's pretty much a goner. But yeah, I'm also gonna need a new hard drive as well. Just simply because I'm gonna have a lot more games on this system in the future if I'm gonna keep doing this, which I most definitely am. I love streaming. I love what I do, and I do what I love. You know, that's all I can say. It's just, I love this job. But no, seriously, I absolutely do. I love all you guys. I love doing this. So yeah, absolutely, I'm gonna need and not like an external hard drive, because again, those aren't even detected by my system because my motherboard's so fucked up. Probably an internal one. And but again, that's just when I have future budget and all that worked out. So probably not anytime soon, but alas. But I gotta get going. Can't stay here forever. You pretty much know the drill. So yeah. Thank you all for watching this wonderful stream here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, whatever. And I'll see you all probably on Tuesday or Thursday for more Palm Plaza Mall. exploration on VRChat. So, yeah. Good night, everyone. Stay classy, everyone, and good night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Or, no, not tomorrow. On Tuesday for more VRChat, where we will be exploring uh, Palm Plaza Mall some more, and seeing just why Memphis Village is just such a bad map. So yeah, um, good night, everyone.